Um, let's see, Chad. Are we going to be annoyed? Let's see. Balance adjustments for season 9.5. The meta is shifting once again. A new balance patch is descending upon the battlefield to ensure every hero and villain has their moment to shine in Season 9.5. Whether you're holding the front line as a vanguard, securing elimination as a duelist, or keeping the squad alive as a strategist, these fine-tuned adjustments are designed to sharpen your cognitive or competitive edge. Why did I say cognitive? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, the balance notes are up on their site. Whatever, bro. I'm on Twitter. Okay. Devil Dinosaur. I'm assuming these are going to be buffs because he sucked. Our prehistoric pal is beefing up his bite and making a bigger splash when he teams up. Increase the maximum health percentage damage dealt by your first 100 attacks friendly piece 5 to 8, and the fifth attack to 10 to 12. When selecting the Jeff team up, increase maximum damage duration from 4 to 5 seconds. Surf and Turf. What is Surf and Turf? I haven't used Dino since in a long time. What the fuck is Surf and Turf? Surf and Turf maximum duration from 4 to 5. And healing effect on allies from 40 to 60. I don't know what that means, but sure. Dino's now, he can be, I don't know. Is he going to be played? I I fucking doubt it. Uh, but sure. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer's Supreme is manifesting more skill emissions and spinning a serum even faster with the Green Goliath. Increase daggers of D9 single hit damage from 16 to 18 projectile charges from 10 to 12. When selecting the team up with Hulk, reduce Gamma Maelstrom cooldown. Okay, so now Doctor Strange and Invis team up are at the same cooldown. Um, and he gets and now they increased his damage. Wait, am I reading that correctly? That's his primary. Single hit damage goes from 16 to 18, and he charges it faster. Isn't that bad? So he's gonna be able to charge his meter faster. Isn't that bad? Cause he's gonna get like Doctor Strange can pump out a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and then he goes anti. So I mean, 6 seconds isn't a long time, but still, okay, sure. I mean, he got a buff, sure. Um, sure. Now Invis and Hulk team up. You can choose either or. I think people, because Invis team up gives you overshield, but I think Hulk team up, if I understand correctly, I think the damage is wider spread, if I remember correctly. Sorry. He died so fast. The Jeff healing he can do, it sucks right now. Isn't 12 slower? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god, no, he gets more ammo and projectile charges from 10 to 12. I'm pretty sure he only had 10. I think they're saying so he now has increased damage again, so he should theoretically charge his meter faster, and he also has more charges in his primary in general. So again, I don't know how much that's gonna play into his anti, because Doctor Strange can pump out a lot of damage. So I don't know if that's gonna make him anti a lot more, or like I don't know. But again, with the Hulk team up and the Invis team up, I don't know which one's better now. I don't know. I think people will still opt to go for Invis since she gives overshield and CC with her team up. Like he can pull in people and he gets overshield for it. So I think people will still go with the uh Invis team up, but I'd be interested to see. Um, oh, I don't play him. I just Portal and that's it. Yeah, I think he gets two more primary fires and his primary single hit damage. So every like little swirl is now 18 instead of 16, if I'm understanding that correctly. I'm assuming Mag's gonna get a nerf. Magneto, the master of magnetism, is adding a little extra. Extra? Are we buffing Mag again? Extra lift to his offensive strikes when channeling. He's getting a buff to his team up when selecting the team up with Scarlet. Enhanced the metallic projectile. What? Hit now adds a minor. We're buffing Magneto. Again, I'm a Mag player. I don't give a I'm happy, but let's be serious for a second. Like I guess you're sacrificing a certain person on your comp for him to get this enhanced effect. But people play Scarlet Witch. People play Scarlet, and if we see Scarlet buffs in these patch notes as well, why wouldn't people play Scarlet Witch? So this could be really huge for Magneto. I'm very surprised. Like I know his enhanced team up on with Scarlet was pretty bad. So I get that they're doing this, but people play Scarlet Witch. And below a certain elo, Scarlet's pretty good. So like Mag's probably gonna be just like the top. He's gonna continue to be the top pick in like below fucking. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how you don't pick Mag in every elo. So that's interesting. Rogue. I'm assuming these are buffs. The Southern Belle is absorbing the hits and keeping her defenses sturdier under fire. Increase the damage reduction. Wait, what? Wait, what? Increase the damage reduction multiplier while in defensive stance. I made a video on this. What the fuck? I made a video on this. I'm pretty sure Rogue originally had a 60% damage reduction on Southern Brawl. So they just gave it to her back. They just gave her back her damage reduction. Increase regenerative shield capacity from 250 to 275. What? Wait, what? Regenerative shield capacity. What the fuck does that mean? Rogue has a shield? I haven't played Rogue in a minute. Rogue has a shield? Am I stupid? What the fuck does this mean? What does this mean? Rogue has a shield? What does that mean? 250 to 270. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. Wait, I think they mean the overshield she can get? Is that right? I think they're saying she can get more overshield? Regenerative shield capacity. I think they're saying sorry. I think they're saying she's able to go from 275 over health to 275. Again, I don't know how much this does for her because if I check my Rogue video, I'm almost certain she originally had a 60% damage reduction on her defensive stance already. So what are they really doing to her? Like I don't think. Let me just make sure because I made a video on this. On my channel. Let me see here. Doo-doo-doo. So just a reminder to my Rogue players, Rogue's defensive stance is a damage absorber. You get 60%. It was a 60% damage reduction already. So they're just putting it back to what it was and allowing her to get 25% or 25 more over shield. Is that good? I don't know. I haven't played Rogue in a really long time. She doesn't have a shield. That's not a shield. She has a meter she absorbs damage when she's doing her stance. That's what they're talking about in the first point. The defensive stance is you can't break that. It's on a meter. And that activates her Southern Brawl. How much that meter is full is how much Southern Brawl hits for. There's no like you can't break. There's no like there's no number. It's on a meter, right? I'm pretty sure Regenerative Shield is talking about how much overshield she can gain. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, let me just go in game because I have the game open, thankfully. Like what? I don't see what else they could be talking about other than overshield. Regenerative shield. Regenerative shield capacity.
Even when Remy ain't by my
Like this
side,
is on a
it's
meter.
always in my heart.
And when they talk about meters, it's usually time based. There's no like number. Like she just absorbs damage in her stance. I don't know. I don't really know what they're talking about other than like this overshield. Like I don't know what else they could be talking about other than overshield. Wait, let me so 575. 575. 625.
Best stay down now,
Wait,
sugar.
what? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure they're talking about overshield. Again, I could be wrong. Because this just absorbs damage. And they're putting it back to 60% damage reduction. So I don't know. I haven't played Rogue in a while.
Well, look who's
Yeah, this is not a shield. It just absorbs damage. And then you can send it back with Brawl. It doesn't really block anything. You just take less damage for absorbing it. But yeah, I assume they're talking about. Sorry, I have to leave this or mute it. I can't mute it actually. How do I don't want that in the background. I think I have to leave the fucking thing. This is gonna take a while because I'm yapping. Sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna assume they're talking about the amount of overshield she can get. Like instead of it capping at 250, it caps at 275 now. That's what I'm assuming. Again, Rogue players, please correct me if I'm wrong. Penny Parker, Spider Core's plating gets a minor adjustment to sync with the new team-up system, while Penny recalibrates her web shooters for a fairer fight. Oh, they might just fuck Penny here. We're slightly weakening Penny's control and survivability, in particular the immobilize effect applied by her cyber web was too frequent and too oppressive, leading to poor counter experience for her enemies. They might just fuck Penny here. We decided to increase the call. We decided to increase the cost of applying this control, but in return, we also increase the freedom of her secondary fire. Remove the direct immobilize effect upon hitting enemies with cyber web snare. A new effect now applies a stack of web tracer and a 30% slow effect for 1 second. The web tracer lasts for 5 seconds. If an enemy with a web tracer is hit by the snare again, they will be immobilized for 0.7 seconds. I actually like that a lot. I actually like that. Because her being able to spam like CCU is a bit annoying. Interesting. Interesting. So instead of you getting snare like trapped, you get slowed. And if you get hit again, then you get CC'd. Then you stop and get trapped. I like that. It lasts for 5 seconds. The tracer lasts for 5 seconds. It's more than enough time to hit another one. It could be scary against, like, I don't know, Venom maybe. Like Venom could do quite a bit of damage before you're able to get that second one off. But if you should have your nest down to, like, I don't know. I think it's a good change, but Penny players probably might not like that. I don't know. Adjust Cyber Web Snare to be charged base ability with a maximum of 2 charges. Wait. Oh, so you only get 2 charges. Oh my god. Oh my god. Reduce bonus health cap provided by Penny Cyber Webs from 200 to 150. Oh no! I think with Rogue, they're talking about her passive shield. Like, when she's not doing damage, the shield she gains went up from 250 to 275. So when she's not doing damage, like that shield you get, some heroes get, like, I think that's what that means. Because they would have said bonus health, I think. So I think they're just talking about the shield you get when you're not taking damage or doing damage, whatever. God, this is gonna take so long. Uh, I'm confused. Ban her? This is a nerf. Ban who? Ban who? Rogue? Who are you banning? Who are you talking about? I think if I'm understanding this correctly, this is a Penny nerf. She only gets 2 snare charges. I don't know how fast they're gonna recharge. And she's getting a lower cap to her bonus health. I feel like this is quite a nerf. If I'm understanding this, I mean, you play Penny. Still ban Penny? I mean, maybe. She does still have pretty annoying team ups, so I wouldn't be surprised, but that seems pretty significant because people would spam the fucking snare. So that should be interesting. We are reeling in the symbiote's ravenous resilience to ensure he has to swing with a bit more strategy. Reduce the bonus health provided by symbiote from 120 to 110. I agree with that. Increase venom swing cooldown. Oh fuck. From 8 to 10. Oh fuck. I mean, this is the first Venom nerf that I feel like is pretty significant. For the most part, Venom's been a pretty solid pick since the game's been out. Well, not really. He's had moments where, like, he's just not super great. But, like, in terms of his kit, his what's it called? His cycle has always been pretty good. Like, you dive, swing out. Dive back in, resilience, swing out. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this affects his cycling, and how aggressive he can be. Loki, the god of stories, is hurling his magical arrangement, or what? Amendments? I can't read. With tighter speed and precision, increase missile projectile speed from 100 meters a second to 120 meters a second. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Loki, sure, whatever. That's a pretty good buff. Will that change where he is in the meta right now? I don't think so. I think he's gonna be where he was. That great. Jubilation is packing slightly more punch, and pop into her radiant sparkling fireworks. Increase energy plasmoids, single hit damage from 10 to 11, and single hit healing from 14 to 15. I don't know what that means. Sure, she gets 1 extra damage, and 1 extra Point of healing. Sure. I don't fucking know what that's supposed to do. Sure. Oh, I forgot to read the top. The tactical landscape is constantly shifting, and a new wave of priority adjustments is on the way. Wolverine's rage gains aggressive momentum. Why did they just decide to like throw this in here? Wolverine's rage gains aggressive momentum. Moon Knight is bouncing his sharp, pointy things with more style. I guess we're gonna see what that means. Gambit. Remy is playing a steadier hand when shifting the battlefield with his magnetic rival. When selecting the team up with Magneto, adjust the launch frequency of the spell field from 0.5 to 1. If I'm understanding this correctly, Gambit's Magneto team up just got wider? Or you get launched up. Oh, I think you get launched up slower. Adjust the launch up frequency. I think you get launched up slower. So you get tossed around slower. It's still one of the most annoying team ups I've ever seen in my entire life. I just got Champ Gambit the other day. I love him. Yeah, but this team up is the most disgusting thing in the game. So I'm glad it's getting nerfed. I don't know if you've used it. I don't know if you've been inside of this team up. It is so fucking horrible. I think it's still gonna be horrible, but thank God. White Fox. Amy Han is stepping fully into the spotlight, unleashing the Kumiho to instantly grace her allies with What? What? Reduce the energy cost. 48. Wow. 4,800 to 4,300. After casting, automatically apply the Blessed by the 9 effect to all allies within a 10-meter radius for 3 seconds. Are you insane? I mean, sure, her ult is pretty fucking... Oh my god. Sure. Oh my god. From 4,800 to 4,300. On top of that, she makes her entire team within a 10-meter radius CC immune and healed over time for 3 seconds. What? Does she benefit from this also? Because oh my god, that's so interesting. Because she is CCable in her ult, so it's like she can still get... That's so interesting, man. So, like, Strange Eye, people used to like to Strange Eye a White Fox ult and just burn her. And that's still going to be possible. But after she gets out of it, she's possibly CC immune. Anyone in the radius is CC immune and gets healed over time for 3 seconds without her needing to look at them. That's interesting. That's so interesting. I feel like that sets her up to get CC'd in her ult even more. Cause Wolf ult, Strange Eye, like those are free for White Fox ult. Like those are very free. That's interesting. Maybe it's not gonna be as strong as I'm thinking. Don't they get invincibility frames as well? I don't know. That should be interesting. That's an interesting change. You have Champ Fox too? Of course you fucking do. That's probably why they did it. to help her not get bullied in ult. No, she is still like she is like this doesn't change the fact that she's CC immune. Like she doesn't get CC immunity after she gets out of her ult. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think you're right. Oh my god. So oh my god, you're right. After she pops her ult, everyone in a 10-meter radius is CC immune. Everyone in a 10-meter radius is CC immune and gets healed over time without her doing anything. For 3 seconds. So she can essentially pop her ult, go do damage. Like, just everyone stand next to her, pop her ult, she can just go do damage. And then when the 3 seconds is over, then she can start using it to heal her team. I'm pretty sure Blessing by the 9 gives invincibility frames, unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure that means if Scarlet ults, no one can die. I'm pretty sure Blessing by the 9 gives invincibility frames. I'm pretty sure. So if everyone on your team is just blessed by the 9 after she pops her ult, like imagine I don't know if this applies to her though, because if you pop White Fox ult and she doesn't also get blessed by the 9, she can get killed by Scarlet ult while the rest of your team is fine, which could be again a double-edged thing. I'm assuming she also gets benefited. I'm assuming she also gets benefited by this effect. But if not, then she can still get CC'd and stuff like that. If she isn't also blessed by the 9, she can still get Strange Eyed. She can still get Wolf Volted. That should be interesting. Me popping ult when the more ults and I do that already. I need to write this down when I try an early access with Scarlet. Yeah. That's going to be very interesting. So I also need to write that down. Fuck. So it's going to be interesting to see whether White Fox is also benefiting. So does White Fox get blessed by the 9 after popping ult? Or is she CC immune after popping ult? And does this give her entire team invincibility frames for 3 seconds? Do you get iframes? That oh my god. Oh my god. Yo. That's if I'm if I'm understanding this correctly. Do you know yo. Do you know how many people would be able to get abilities off? If yo, 3 seconds of heal over time CC immunity iframe. Oh my god. Like the combos you should in theory be able to do if your entire team or anyone in a 10-meter radius is CC immune. Like you should be able to put up some combos with that. I don't know how long. Let me just check. How long does Scarlet Witch ult take? How long does it take to pop? Does it take a long time? I can't imagine, because this is what I said about This is what I said about White Fox's ult initially. When I originally saw the Blessing by the 9 ability, I thought way more people would be using it to combo. But I think originally Blessing by the Nine, like no one really used it to combo anything. So I don't know how this is gonna change things if more than one person on your team at the same time is gonna have this effect. Like I can't imagine people aren't gonna combo
Let's
with
see if
that.
I can remember
I
that
feel like
new
that, like how
spell
not?
Steven taught me.
Like how not?
Our foes have found us.
How long does Scarlet Witch ult take to pop?
Sorcerer
How do you
supreme.
use this fucking character?
Now a disappear.
1, 2. It's a little over 3 seconds, I feel like, to pop.
Goodbye.
1, 2.
That did the trick.
It's a little over 3 seconds. Ro can still take her ult away, though? That is true. That is true. Huh. I don't think... I don't think Rogue's gonna be meta, though. I really don't think Rogue's gonna be meta. But she might be... I don't know.
Our foes have found us.
Because, I don't know. Because this is what I said about White Fox's ult originally. Like, no one uses... I've seen no one use the Blessed by the Nine to combo with Scarlet. I rarely ever see people use Blessed by the Nine when they're White Fox ulting. Like, ever. So I don't know how much it's going to change. But, in theory, if you're blessing everyone in a 10-meter radius with CC immunity, I can't imagine something's not going to be able to get comboed with that. I can't imagine. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. But in theory, that sounds like a very dangerous thing to give all of your teammates after popping ult. Or anyone in that radius. I feel like that's a very scary thing to do. Like, imagine you pop. I can't see how you can't, like, I can't see how that wouldn't be beneficial. But no one uses it now, so it's like, is it because is it because she can only do it to one person? Like, I literally never see anyone use Blessed by the Nine. So I'd be interested to see how this changes her ult. I'm very interested to see how this changes her ult. And I'm interested to see if Blessing by the Nine actually does give invincibility frames. I think it does. I could just try it. I'm pretty sure. What the fuck? Hello? Is my thing frozen? What the fuck? I think it does. God, this is gonna be the longest video I've ever fucking made in my life.
I chose tails, which means they lose.
Because I'm too fucking busy
Our prey is in the open.
theorizing. I hardly get Scarlets when I'm White Fox. But even still, like, have you ever done it to Strange? Like, for Strange ult? Like, have you ever done it in general? I literally never see White Foxes use that ability in ult.
Show me a shigun.
Huh. No, you still... Huh. No, I don't think you get invincibility frames in Blessed
Show
by
me
the
a
Nine.
shigun.
'Cause they're still taking damage. They're just getting healed over time. It's a lot of healing.
Show me a shigun.
I mean, they're CC immune. Huh.
Show me a
I
shigun.
can't imagine, like, if that doesn't change her ult, I don't know what will, bro. I don't know what will. If people don't take advantage of that, I don't know. I feel like that's pretty big, but I could be wrong. Why they're even buffing her, I don't. I mean, was White Fox played much this season? I think. I guess. I don't know. I guess I understand the buff. Um. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But a lot of people don't play Rogue. I hardly get Scarlets. Yeah, because sometimes I'm not close enough to cause damage. So okay, so you do use it. Okay. So what do you think? Since you're the White Fox player, what do you think? If people within a 10-meter radius of you get this without you even needing to do anything but pop your ult, like how would this change the way you use White Fox ult? Wouldn't you just start running at people since you know anyone in your radius is already good? Well, not good, but like they're getting healed over time. They have CC immunity. Like, I'm curious what you would do with that. Black Panther, T'Challa is pulling slightly back on his elemental ferocity to better conserve his royal energy. When selecting the team up with Storm, reduce the area damage 40 to 30 and increase the cooldown from 12 to 15. Sure. Wolverine, Logan is tapping into his rage harder and carrying that animalistic fury longer through the fray. Holy fuck. Berserker rage adjustment. Increased rage gains per hit. Taken from 5 to 8. Adjust rage decay. Starting after 4 seconds of no rage gained. What? Adjust range decay timer from starting after 4 seconds of no rage gained to after 5 seconds. At maximum range, reduce the decay from 15 a second to 10 a second. Okay, so he's just going to be able to hold on to his rage longer. Time to pounce? Yeah, I can't imagine this won't line up more aggressive plays for White Fox. But is she going to be meta? That'd be interesting to see. Again, because I don't know how well Dive is going to be in 9.5. I mean, Penny did get nerfed. Venom also got nerfed. Again, I don't know much about supports to know if White Fox's heals are better than like Luna's or Mantis's right now. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Also, Bloodstone. The Monster Hunter's traps are slightly less monstrous when pairing up her with her favorite prehistoric pal. When selecting the team up with Devil Dinosaur, reduce the health of an activated smoke snare and then 100 to 50. Its control cooldown from 1.5 to 1 to 2. Sure. Hela, the goddess of death, is showing a mere sliver of mercy, when calling upon the horrors of the deep. When selecting the team up with Namor, undead monstro single hit damage, whatever. Sure. Elsa, Wolverine, Black Panther, those are adjustments I can understand. Wolf gets to hold on to his rage longer. Elsa's trap gets nerfed. Hela's Namor team up gets a little nerf. And Black Panther's Storm team up gets a little nerf, sure. Scott's Optic Blast and bouncing back faster and blasting harder when Gambit's hands him and 8. Wait, what? Increase the cooldown reduction provided with ricochet force per optic blast hit from 0.15 to wow. When selecting the team up with Gambit, increase the concussive beam attack frequency boost from 10% to 15%. Why? I really don't like Cyclops. I think he's super boring. I think he's like a boring Moon Knight. I think he's a very boring version of Moon Knight. And they buffed him. So, sure. So, they buff Dino. Nerf Penny, buff Cyclops. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely hate most poke heroes in this game. And somehow Hela is now the least annoying poke hero. Somehow that happened. Sure. Jean's cosmic detonations are sparking burner, especially when certain Southern Bell is around. Increase the damage dealt when detonating sparks from 35 to 40 and increase the area damage. What the fuck? Okay. When suddenly in zero the rogue, increase the talent kinetic about beat down dollar. Sure, we're buffing Jean. Sure. Sure. Khonshu's avatar leaps with greater grace, and his crescent darts retain more lunar lethality on the bounce. Adjust crescent dart and moon blades bounce damage decay from 30 to 20% per bounce. When selecting the team up with Cloak and Dagger, reduce luminous moon cooldown from 15 to 12. Base effect increase dash duration. What? I don't care. Moon Knight gains a 3-second healing effect of 20 health a second after leaving the phase state. Okay. So that's okay. So we buff Cyclops, Phoenix, and Moon Knight. Scarlet Witch. The witch is unpredictable chaos magic. Arcus ability, and when she allies. When selecting the team up with Doctor Strange, base effect, the ability has an 8-second cooldown. And what the fuck? Why does the 8 look like that? And an 8-second duration when activated. Chthonian Burst is replaced with Mystic Burst. I don't give a fuck. Allowing magic missiles to be fired freely with no energy cost. So let me understand this correctly. So instead of... Wait, what? So instead of it being on a resource meter, it's on a timer, essentially. I think that's what that means. Enhanced effect becomes a toggle type ability. When toggled on Mythic, replace the Chthonian Burst, allowing... So, oh my god. So let me understand this correctly. So when she's not enhanced with Doctor Strange, it's on an 8-second timer. But with Doctor Strange, she can just do it whenever. She can toggle it on and off. Was that a thing before? I don't play Scarlet Witch, but I'm pretty sure eventually she wasn't able to send those missiles anymore. Like it had to be turned off. And if I'm reading this correctly, it means she can just toggle it without cooldown. If I'm reading this correctly, it doesn't seem like the enhanced version has a cooldown, which seems a little insane to me. Was that always a thing? I'm pretty sure when she's enhanced with Doctor Strange, it's on a cooldown, is it not? Am I understanding this correctly? Yo, this video is fucking terrible. Like, surely I'm not... Am I reading that correctly?
Let's see if
God, I
can
hate this
remember
fucking
that
hero,
new
bro.
spell Steven taught me. And so it begins. Limitless magic.
Yeah, it's a cooldown. So, did I read that correctly? I'm pretty sure they're saying when she's enhanced now in 9.5, she's not gonna need...
Magics together, Steven. Our foes will not know what hit them.
Like, I'm pretty sure they're saying, like, she's gonna be able to just toggle that.
Who's next?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. There is no cooldown. Wait, There's no cooldown. Wait, what? oh, she can just do this.
Double kill.
She's always been able to just do this. I think they're taking away the resource meter, and she's just gonna be able to do this like whenever she fucking wants to.
Double kill. Well,
From what I'm understanding.
our foes have found us.
That's what I understood after reading that. I do not have cooldowns though. Yeah, you're stuck in a 2-minute ass. I'm fucking sorry. Holy shit. If I'm understanding that correctly, that is what that means. Which is interesting. Is this all the adjustments? Okay, I think I'm done. That wasn't very, those weren't very exciting. Interesting. I mean, that's about it. There's not much else to say. To summarize, Penny should be less annoying with her CC. I still think she's gonna be played. She's just gonna be less annoying to other vanguards, I think. Rogue, I don't think much has changed with her. They literally just gave her back her 60% damage reduction, and now she gets 25% more regenerative shield. Devil Dino, I don't think people are gonna play him a lot. Excuse me, sorry. I think he's gonna see more play. I don't think he's gonna get shifted in the meta. Unless that healing team up is super beneficial, I can't see him being played a lot. I mean, 40 to 60 on healing seems pretty decent, but I don't know. I really don't think Devil Dino is gonna see a shift. Mag is gonna stay where he is. Strange is gonna stay where he is. Venom is gonna stay where he is. I think Penny is really the only one that might see a change, like a drastic one. Gambit, still gonna be Gambit. White Fox might see more play. Black Panther's gonna see the same amount of play. Wolverine's gonna see a lot more play. And again, especially if Devil Dino somehow gets shifted in the meta, I can't see how Wolverine won't also just be. I think Wolverine, even without Dino's shift, will be a very good DPS. Like, he's just always gonna be an option. I don't think he's gonna match up well against like the Hood, because he can probably just dismiss after being grabbed. But every other tank, he's pretty solid. Maybe not Deadpool or Tankpool, but yeah, I think him decaying, like him being able to hold on to his rage is pretty big. But yeah, I wasn't on no cooldowns for Scarlet, by the way. I think they're just taking away. It says in her sorry, in her enhanced version, she doesn't need energy. It's just gonna be a toggle, which I think is pretty big. Because otherwise, she seems pretty shit. Like, I don't know. I still don't think Scarlet's gonna be super picked in high elo, but in low elo she's probably gonna become a terrorist. I don't know. Um, yeah, there's not much to say. Cyclops, if Cyclops gets shifted into the meta, I'm gonna be pretty annoyed. I don't like that character like at all. I don't like Cyclops. I don't like Jean. They can both go fuck themselves somewhere. Like I don't care for like anywhere else but this game. Love them too. In this game, I don't give I despise both of these characters. Like I used to hate Elsa. Now I think she's pretty decent. Like she's not as annoying. Her traps are definitely annoying, but they nerfed that. Cyclops, I just hate that guy. He's so like disgusting. Like his kid is just so disgusting. Like I don't know. Jean's kid is also disgusting, but I can give her more respect than what the fuck Cyclops does. So if he gets shifted into the meta, I, I'm not. I don't know. Cyclops against the Hood. Maybe the Hood can manage. I don't know if he can put his veil up in like the air, suspended in the air. But I just hate Cyclops as a character. I don't want him to ever be in the meta. He's just so fucking boring. Um. So yeah, the only changes I really think are cool: Wolverine, um, Wolverine, White Fox, maybe Scarlet. Uh, Again, I don't want to see Moon Knight in my games, but sure, he got buffed. I don't care. Like, I don't care about poke heroes. Like, I really don't care. Um, like, especially as a tank player, like, I don't care. Like, I don't want a poke hero on my team unless it's like maybe Elsa, maybe Jean, maybe even Hela. But like, if my team wanted to play anything else, I would probably have a lot more fun. I like playing with full dive more than I do with playing poke. Personally, that's just my opinion. Um, but like sure, again, Wolverine, White Fox, Scarlet, um, Penny, Mag, and Strange. Actually, I don't know if Devil Dino is gonna see the meta. I don't know if he's gonna see the meta. He's still very large, very shootable. And I guess maybe they're I don't know, bro. Like having Devil Dino in the meta, you can't not have poke in the meta. Like I I mean you can, but it's just gonna be a lot more annoying for everyone on the battlefield. Not being able to play poke into Dino. But I really don't think these changes are gonna make Dino any fucking better. Like I don't know. I don't know what to say about these changes. I don't think it's gonna change much. Like what backline were people playing this season? Luna, Invis, Gambit, Loki, Adam. I don't know. I don't know what this changes. I don't really. This is the one time I can't really see a vision with the Hood being added into this game. I don't know. I don't see anything really changing too drastically. All the tanks that are pretty stationary and sit main are still gonna be good. The brawlers like Rogue, Dino, are they gonna get more play? I don't think so. I think like you said in chat, I think Rogue might see more play. Maybe if White Fox gets more of a turn in the back line, because I can't imagine her ult being buffed the way it was won't um really change how people like combo with that ult, but I could be wrong. So like in terms of brawling, I don't know if Brawl is gonna see more play. I really don't think Brawl is gonna see more play. Because I mean you do have Dino, Strange, and Rogue getting buffed, which are all like kind of brawly. Um, but like people don't use people don't really play Strange. Like I don't know how to explain. Like like people like Strange for his shield more than the amount of damage he can put out. Um, by like doing his little melee combo. I don't know. Again, it's gonna be interesting to see how Doctor Strange's damage increase affects his ability to go anti, and he gets 2 extra charges. I'm pretty sure. Again, it's like, yeah, he's getting a cooldown reduction on his team ups, but then he's gonna be able to go back and do damage like immediately after with his. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much he's gonna change. Strange has always been pretty decent. Um, and it's Strange against the Hood. It's like I really don't know if Strange is gonna be whooping the Hood's ass. I really don't think that's what's gonna be happening. Maybe with Invis team up, it could make him playing against the Hood, uh, like better. But I think the Hood might be able to stand his ground against Strange. Mm, like brawling against the Hood on Rogue. Ooh, she might be able to absorb like a lot of his gun damage. Hmm. 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 Because he only has one dismiss on a 15-second cooldown, and Rogue should be able to eat most of his, like a lot of his gun damage. Hmm. Like, how does Rogue play into tank pool? I feel like she's pretty decent against tank pool. So I can't see why she wouldn't be good against the Hood. And she has more mobility than the Hood does. So like, huh. Hmm. I hope they make Storm's healing rain base kit. I think that's they didn't change anything with Storm from what I'm seeing. I don't see any Storm changes. Um, but yeah, maybe Rogue is good against the Hood since she can pretty much just absorb all his gun damage, and then what does he do when he doesn't have his gun damage? What the fuck does he do? What does he do? Like genuinely. Like Deadpool has guns and a sword. What the fuck does this guy have? Guns and then better guns. Like what? Like, you know? I feel like Rogue should be able to absorb a lot of his damage and then just send it back. And even if she walks through his blind, she has the mobility to go back to her team, I feel like. So maybe Rogue sees some play if the hood becomes meta. Since he's pretty much all guns. Right? So I don't know. Huh. Strange Rogue? Strange Rogue meta? Strange Rogue Mag meta? I really don't know if Dino's gonna see play. I don't know how good the hood is gonna be into Brawl. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know how good the hood is gonna be into Brawl. Because if we're thinking Devil Dinosaur into the hood, Devil Dinosaur has arguably a better bubble. He has a bleed that will probably affect the hood while he's dismissed. He has a grab, which will force the hood's dismiss, maybe. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know. Like, I don't think the hood is going to be a super oppressive tank. Unless his gun damage is just so nasty. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's really going to come down to how much damage those guns do in their base form and their enhanced form, or like how the meter affects his damage and stuff like that. Hmm. Hmm. Hit scan. So poke, brawl, dive. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. I think it seems like a poke meta. Hmm. Triple support. Like Ultron didn't get touched. Mantis didn't get touched. Like Adam, I don't know. I don't know where the hood slots in. I think he's just gonna be another tank. I think again I'm just gonna have to see what the damage on those guns do. He doesn't have any CC abilities. It seems like he has a self heal. Wait. Guang Guang said something about him being able to something for his team. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what playstyle is gonna be meta. It's if I was a betting man, I would say poke is still gonna be pretty like the front to back stuff is still gonna be what's happening um in 9.5. He said something about
has been incredible. The community has truly uncovered her true potential by a season 9 powerhouse, feasibly switching between human and demon forms. Parker lays down relentless frontal cover fire with his twin pistols. Utilizing his mystical cloak, he channels the chaotic energy of Oblivion to manifest.
Wait, he channels the chaotic energy of Oblivion to manifest protective shields for his allies.
protective shields for his allies.
I wouldn't say
Well-
it's a shield though. While
Hurling dark magic orbs that warp into barriers, sapping the strength of incoming enemies.
sapping the strength. Okay, so it does reduce. Okay. Huh.
Enemy fire. When the Who's demonic energy reaches critical point, his inner demon bleeds through, entering half demon state. His arms mutate into devastating demonic rifles, allowing him to unleash an absolute hailstorm of death. For his ultimate ability,
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I still think it's gonna be very like poke front to backy in 9.5. I do think Rogue. I think people will sleep on Rogue initially, but in terms of going up against the Hood, I do think she might be a pretty decent matchup. But that's about it. I mean, there's nothing really super special. I don't know if Loki would pair well with the Hood. He's a 550. Uh, maybe. He probably would, since the Hood is probably gonna be very just standing main. I don't know if he's gonna be able to be healed in his dismiss. I don't know if they showed that. If he can be healed in his dismiss. Bro, I'm yapping. I'm sorry. I really wanted this character to be a bit more mobile. They didn't show any healing while he's dismissed. He doesn't get over shield for any of his abilities, it doesn't seem like. Who's healing him? What did he just get health for? Who's healing him? This is, I think it's Jubilee.
Time to unleash the demon!
He doesn't look, whatever, he doesn't look super complicated. That's about it, man. Yeah. Let me see what people in the comments are saying. W mag change? Why are we giving Penny 2 charges on her stun? I guess this guy just didn't read what the fuck the stun does now. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, they didn't touch a lot of characters. So, is this not the oh, this is not even the full thing. Oh, it is the full thing. What? Okay, whatever. I'm done talking. That's it for the balance notes. Will the meta shift in any dramatic way? I really don't think so. If anything, I think Rogue might see some more play. And I think White Fox might see some more play. Outside of that, I think it's still gonna be pretty, like, it's gonna be still pretty much gonna be like Elsa. You know, your Elsas, your Jeans, your poke heroes. I really don't think anything's gonna change on the dive end. Cap's probably still gonna be pretty shit. You know, Luna's gonna charm him, then White Fox is gonna charm him, then Penny's gonna fucking web him. I don't know if I know. Venom's gonna be the same as where he was. I think. Don't think that's gonna change a lot. 120% to 110 of his max HP. I don't think it's gonna change a whole lot. Thor thing. I don't think the meta is gonna change too much. I think we just got another character. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, 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 peace. Yeah, that's about it. What else to say? I don't think there's much to say. Don't think there's much to say. Are we ever gonna get DD in the game? Not whatever the fuck is in it already. DD's lore is so trash. So they looked at all the complaints and didn't nerf Luna. I really don't think Luna's that good. Like, I don't know why the fuck she has a charm. I don't know why the fuck she can take herself out of CC. Like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. But her ult kind of fucking sucks. Like, Luna's ult is not that great. Her kit, like her clap, like, I don't think Luna's as good as people think she is. Or at least her ult. Like, you can kill through Luna ult pretty easy. Like, she is a good. I think they definitely should have addressed her charm team up. Like, that's a little silly not to address. But other than that, I really don't think Luna's that insane. Fuck you guys for not giving Rogue any HP back. Xiong doing everything but giving White Fox good buffs. Is that not a good buff? She literally got her ult charge reduced, and then her ult now gives everyone fucking CC immunity for 3 seconds just for being around her when she pops it? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are these people talking about? How's that not good? What the fuck did, like, what are you saying? I wish that Dino buff would be enough. I need to test it. Does this mean Luna can still use her team up ability to unstun herself? I don't know. They do need to address that. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to say. There really isn't much else to say. Not much is gonna change, I don't think. There's a lot they did not address. There's a lot they did not address. Like, Penny, like, in terms of the tank lineup, Rogue definitely needed to be looked at. Dino needed to be looked at. Penny needed to be looked at. Did Venom need to be looked at? Excuse me, sorry. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Did Mag need to be looked at? I think his team up did need to be looked at. I also think Strange's team up needed to be looked at. We're still leaving out Thing. We're still leaving out Cap. We're still leaving out Thor. I think Thor's okay, but in terms of DPS, we're leaving out Iron Man, Black Cat, Torch, fucking, I don't know. I mean, again, they don't want to change too much because they already changed the team ups. Like, I don't think they want to make too many back-to-back huge changes. But yeah, I don't think much is gonna change. I really don't think much is gonna change. We got a tank that's gonna be a front to back tank. Again, unless depending on who he gets paired up with, I don't think he's gonna be able to solo tank very well, which is pretty common in this game because people just for whatever fucking reason don't like to tank. I don't know if he's gonna be able to solo tank very well. I also just noticed. I think he might be able to pop his ult to save his life. I do think he might be able to just pop his ult to save his life. I don't think there's any other tank that can do that besides like Venom. Venom. Mag maybe. Venom Mag. Thing not. I think Thing can't ult to save his life. Angela can't ult to save her life. Thor can't ult to save his life. I do think he'll be able to like ult to save his life. Like if he just wants to, let me see here. I think like if you're about to die, I do think you'll be able to pop your ult to save your
Step
life.
aside. The Hood's here to finish this. Unleash the demon.
So look here.
Time
Look
to
here.
unleash the demon.
So he takes. He doesn't take any damage. I genuinely think he's gonna be able to pop ult to save his life. Like if you're about to die, you can just hit Q, become CC immune, and turn into a fucking demon sniper. And then if they break your ult, I think you come back to life as like your non-demonic form. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a White Fox or a Pella situation where like if you break the ult, he just turns back into his regular self. So I do think another benefit to his ult, which seems underwhelming to me, is gonna be the fact that he can ult to just get a second life. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I do think he's gonna be able to ult to save his life, which is very huge for a tank to be able to do, because there are few tanks that are able to do that. I mean, pretty much every tank can die in ult, and I don't think you're burning 1,000 HP that quickly from a stationary sniper that can shoot and pierce your entire. Like, I don't think people are gonna burn this as quickly as I think they do with like Hulk per se. So that's for a tank to be able to like get a second life like this. And I don't know if this counts as a body on the point. Like imagine you need a TP and he just pops ult. Like and he gets over shield for each shot. Like I'm sure he's going to be able to stall point in this fashion. Right? So that could also be a benefit to the Hood's ult. Like I genuinely think the benefits to his ult are that you can place it anywhere. It would count as a second life, and it also counts as contesting the point. That's what I think the benefits are. In terms of like the damage it doesn't look super crazy. You know, I think everything outside of what you're actually shooting are the benefits of his ult. But this is a trailer, so I have no fucking idea.
The demon.
Like you can, and again, like you said, in chat, Rodney. Like, if this guy can be healed while he's in the ult, that's even more insane. Like, you get a second life, you can be healed in the ult, and you can pierce their entire team. Like, if your team doesn't walk with that, then they just fucking suck. I don't know if you can cancel this ult though, so that might be pretty dangerous. Like, I don't know if you can just like exit it early. I would assume you can. But yeah, it seems like it'll be a second life. It can be placed anywhere on the map. If you can be healed in it, that's more insane. And yeah.
Face oblivion!
That last shot does like fucking hyper damage, bro. Surely you're gonna be able to exit out of this early. Surely. Maybe I'm curious. Like imagine you hold down the trigger for longer and it like charges, so you don't have to wait till the last shot to get the supercharge. I'd be curious if that's a thing as well. Cause like surely people are gonna be able to drain or like shoot 6 shots within 12 seconds. Like surely people are gonna be able to do that no problem. Unless they're just not fucking shooting. I don't know.
Face oblivion!
I feel like there's some hidden stuff in this trailer that I haven't seen.
Yo soy el final!
Like that's insane. To be able to do that anywhere? How does he even do this? Oh, you can dismiss upwards. Huh. I'm curious. Because he's dismissing straight up. So is this like a linear ability? You can only go up, left, right, forward, back? I hate abilities like that. Like I really hate abilities like that, but I guess that's cool. Because he does it like straight up in a straight line. So I'm curious how that works. Maybe whoever recorded this trailer is just not fucking pressing any other key. No, he was going forward a bit there. He did go forward a bit at the end. I'm curious. I want early access so far. I want early access so fucking bad. No, he does it on the third shot here. He does his hyper shot on the third shot here. I think you're gonna be able to choose which bullet just like a hyper shot. I think that shot looked different from the rest. Maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy? No, he 100% does his hyper shot on the third. So I think you're going to be able to choose when he does that shot. Interesting. Like who's dying? I use his ult with Hela. I want to use his ult with Hela. Just because. Oh my god, that might be insane. What if you body block Hela ult with his ult and you both just shoot like wait, how much HP does Hela ult have? Isn't it the same? Oh my gosh, both of you in the air? Strange only being able to hover up to one of you? And he can shoot through Strange's shield? What? That's actually pretty crazy. I mean, but is Phoenix gonna be able to destroy his ult? Is this a what's it called? Is this a spawnable or whatever? I think Phoenix would Phoenix just destroy this? If Phoenix destroys his ult, then this guy fucking sucks. I'm sorry. If Phoenix can just ult and destroy his ult, I think Phoenix might. I think this hero just might fucking suck. If I'm being honest. That might open up Hela to be played, I guess. So like Hela gets a free ult, but I can't imagine if Hela can just destroy this with her ult. I think this guy might suck. I think this. If Hela can, I mean, sorry, if Jean can destroy this ult with her ult, I think this guy might just. He might just be. He might suck. Cause I don't think this. I don't think the Hood is gonna be able to contest Jean. Like I think Jean is just gonna be better at doing like long distance fucking damage. Um, and if she can also destroy his ult, I think this guy might fucking suck. Jean can only counter one, but even still, it's like if let's say Jean destroys Hood ult, and they have a Strange, and Strange just goes up to Hela ult. It's like then what? Wow, now we only have Rocket Beacon, which is like okay, sure, you know, like Jean would have to destroy this ult because he can shoot through Strange, but then Strange can just go up to Hela or even Jean. If they have a Jean, like Strange could also fly up to Jean and block her ult. So it's like if Jean can destroy the Hood's ult, then he's like his ult kind of, I don't know, kind of sucks in my opinion. But maybe the damage from his ult is enough to destroy Phoenix ult in time before it even hits him. I would imagine he's able to shoot it out before it hits him. But if Jean could destroy his ult, I don't know. I think that's pretty lame. Uh, but yeah, if I'm Dino with Hela, with a Hela, I always just snatch Strange out of the sky from Hela. But can Dino even jump that high? I mean, I guess you're right. Like if you know you have a Hela, like if you know you have a Hela and you're playing with a Hood, so if it's Dino Hood and they have Strange Phoenix, like the Phoenix might save out for you or save out for the Hood, and Dino, sorry, and the Strange might be looking to block Hela, and you're on Dino and you just play in front of Strange and wait for him to fly, but like that's coordination that people in ranked just I don't know don't have. So I that could work. That'd be very interesting. Anything that requires coordination like that is a toss up, but it could work, 100%. Um, what is Phoenix's what is her ult? Surely she can break this, right? I forgot what the determining factor for what she can and can't break. Like she breaks everything that is like deployable or whatever. Is this considered deployable? Or like I don't know. I can't imagine she doesn't destroy this ult. I don't know. That's because I don't know. Because isn't this just the Hood in a demon form? Like he's not like projecting himself in this. I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro. You snatch him from going up there. Coordination. I always try to help my Hellas get ult value, but even like I don't know. Hmm. Jean Strange. Jean Strange. Like, cause then again, you're forcing yourself to play a comp to get that value. Like, you're gonna have to have Dino on the field. Like, let's say, hmm, like, let's say you play Dino. You play Dino for the Strange, and the Gene is playing Gene. I don't know. Because again, it's a toss-up. It's like, let's say you miss your grab on the Strange, and he's able to get up there and block your Hela. Then it's like, do you win the fight after that? Does your team win the fight after that? Or does their Gene get free ult value because no one's able to stop her ult? I don't know. The underlining question is, can Gene break the Hood's ult? That's it. Like, if she can, she's probably gonna be a very huge pick when the Hood is on the field. If she can't, then it opens the Hood up for a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of crazy possibilities, honestly. Like, imagine, like, genuinely imagine if the Hood, I don't know how fast people are gonna burn this ult, but imagine you just pop the Hood ult in the middle of everything, and like you just use it to body block your fucking Scarlet from getting CC'd, or I don't know. It could open him up. Like, if Gene can't destroy his ult, it opens him up, I think, for a lot of stuff. But I think Gene might be able to destroy this. Again, maybe his hyper shot breaks Gene out in like one shot. But I think if you use your hyper shot, your ult ends. That's my guess. I think if you choose to use your hyper shot sooner than it being on the last shot, I think your ult will just end. Because when they did it in the trailer here, I think his ult ended. I'm gonna use the ult to get rid of White Fox. Honestly, with Genes, you just have to throw off their balance, meaning you have to make them ult to not die. People gotta pressure her non-stop. But she can hold it there. She can hold her ult in the sky and then get healed in her ult. So it's like, I don't know. The balance of their ult timing. Like, even if you pressure a Gene to ult, even if you force a Gene ult, she could just hold that bitch in the sky. And then you just have to wait for it to come down. You can't destroy it while she's just sitting there. And Hela's ult is gonna evaporate before she even goes down. So it's like, does wait, what? Whose ult gets rid of? You're gonna use the Hood's ult to get rid of White Fox? Is that what you're saying? His ult has a 10-second timer, but yeah, look here when he does his ult again. Do you see this animation of him using his hyper shot? He does that animation. All of his other shots look different. They look just like ricochet, recoil, regular recoil, and then his hyper shot, he kind of like, you can see there's a different animation. And here, he goes in the sky, does the regular animation, hyper shot. I don't know if his ult stays after he uses his hyper shot. It looks like he's still up there. I mean, it looks like it's still.
Face oblivion.
I don't know. I can't tell if his ult is over after a hyper shot or not. But I can't imagine there isn't some sort of downside to using your hyper shot before your ult timer's over, or like before it's the last shot. I can't imagine, like, if there's no downside, you might as well use it on the first shot. I don't know.
That's real.
But again, this is just my theory. And if he has ammo, maybe it still goes until the timer.
Face oblivion.
He ends this ult with like what? 7 seconds. I don't know what the fuck happens after. Like, imagine you're just stuck in this state after you fucking shoot at all your shots. That would be fucking hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. I hope to God. I wish I had early access to this shit. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I would be able to just answer every single question I've asked.
Yo soy el final.
I don't know if there's damage fall off with his ult. Like, imagine he just spawns this ult in fucking Narnia so no one can even shoot him. I mean, I guess that would be a downside to him. Unless he can dismiss for a long time. I don't know how long he can dismiss for. Like, what if he can dismiss for a long time and just dismiss back to his team after ulting in fucking Narnia? I don't know. Like, I just have a lot of questions.
That's real.
And it seems like there's a bit of like AoE damage on his ult. It's his hyper shot as well. Maybe all of his shots have AoE. His hyper shot looks like it does AoE. So many questions, man. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know, bro. Early access is tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST for early access sponsor streams. And then ult. If he has ammo, maybe it. I mean, who's playing in the early access? I don't know. I want early access myself. I really want early access. Especially this time around since it's a fucking tank. Who's playing in the early access? Panu, Agent, Rage, Rubius. Wait. Bonita. What the fuck? These are some new faces. There's like how many tank players here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what the Punch Kid plays. I mean, there's a lot of tank players here. I mean, I'm sure these guys are gonna answer the questions I have in the playtest. I still want early access to test myself. But then I'm gonna need someone to test with, and I don't. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be anything surprising in terms of like tech. I don't think there's gonna be any surprising tech on the hood. I don't know. I just want to answer my questions, and I know if I go in like J3 stream, I might be able to get one of my questions answered, but I don't know if he'll answer like everything, which is why I want early access. What? Oh, Boger's here too. I didn't even see. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Blah, blah. Samju doesn't play tank, and I don't think any of his characters even got adjusted. He doesn't play hit scan. I mean, he plays BP, but the only thing they changed is the team up. Who gives a shit? Like the team up got what, 3 extra seconds on it? I don't think, is that even, who cares? Panu plays Captain America, from what I know, and I think he plays Mag. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna play in playtest. I'm sure he's gonna mess. I'm sure they're all gonna mess around, but if there's any hope, I'll be able to just answer my own questions when he comes out. At best, somehow. Like there's not much in here really. Jubilee, blah, 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 Loki, blah 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 blah. I wonder if you can stack Cloak Veil and the Hood's Veil for like extra damage reduction. That would be pretty fucking hilarious. Surely you can stack those. Ew, a double blind would be so fucking annoying. Like the Hood's blind and then Cloak's blind. Like, go fuck yourself. Sorry. That would be so disgusting. I don't think Cloak is gonna be meta though. I really don't think Cloak's gonna be meta. But that would be very annoying. Like imagine but don't people use the Luna fucking team up over the Hood? But imagine you can stack the Veil, blind and then blind again, and then blind again. Like that sounds so annoying. Cloak has 2 blinds plus the Hood's blind, so a triple blind plus damage reduced Veil. Again, I don't think Cloak's gonna be meta, but that just sounds fucking annoying. Like you're not gonna be able to see for like a long time. And then Daredevil blind, like, and then I don't fucking know. There's just a lot of that sounds annoying. So if I were to form a comp with the Hood that I think would be pretty good, I would say the Hood. I honestly think the Hood Rogue could be pretty nasty. The Hood Rogue. I think the Hood could genuinely be played with any tank. I don't think, like, maybe not. He has guns. I don't see how he can't be played with literally any fucking tank. He has guns. He has frontline damage. Like, what? Excuse me, sorry. I think he could be played with any tank. Maybe not Angela. Who Who else is there? Thor, Mag, Strange, Rogue, Thing, Venom. The only tank I think the Hood wouldn't be as great with is Angela. Every other tank I think the Hood would be fine with. Maybe not tank pool. I can't imagine he wouldn't be good with tank pool, but that might be an awkward lineup. In terms of the Hood's DPS lineup, I don't think he would work super great with dive. It would just depend on what front line they're playing. Like if you have dive DPS, it would just depend on what front line they're playing. And if you're able to even follow up with your dive DPS or not, or you, I think it's gonna depend on what the enemy tanks are playing. I don't know if he'd be super great with dive. Obviously with poke, he's gonna be fine. In terms of like supports, I think I could see a world where Cloak and Dagger is like optimal. I don't think I don't think Cloak's gonna be super played in 9.5. I could be wrong though. I honestly think like Loki, Luna, Jubilee. I don't know if White Fox would be super great with the Hood. I'm gonna say Loki, Jubilee, Luna. I don't know about Adam. Maybe. Because the Hood can heal himself if he gets his demon gun shit. I don't know about Adam, but Loki, Luna, Jubilee is what I'm thinking right now. Rocket, Loki. I think. I honestly think. I was gonna say Jubilee Rocket would be pretty nasty with the Hood. But I could see Jubilee Luna. I could see Loki Rocket with the Hood. I don't think the Hood is tied down too much in the tank department or the support department. Maybe not. Maybe not so much in the tank department, is at least. The supports. I don't know if Jeff or like Adam or I don't know if those two, but I think the DPS lineup is probably gonna be the only lineup where it could get really tricky when playing the Hood. Because you do want to like your job is to help your DPS get their finals. So I'm not sure how well the Hood would do with dive DPS, and there's a lot of dive DPS or like hyper mobile, pretty mobile DPS. So that's the only thing I think he wouldn't be super great with. Looking at this right now. Doo-doo-doo. And he doesn't, and Jubilee can blind. Yeah, that's why I'm also thinking Jubilee would work super great with the Hood, because her blind and vulnerability plus his blind. I don't know if Jubilee and Cloak are a good pair. I would not like them together on my backline, if I'm being honest. But that would be annoying for the amount of blinds you could do. Jubilee blind, Cloak blind, Hood blind. That's no. That is so disgusting. I just don't like those two together. Jubilee and Cloak, I don't want those. I don't want that backline. Personally. Maybe if they're running dive, sure. But I don't want that backline when I'm playing personally. Luna one is better, but Rogue, Wolf, and Mag getting buffed. GG's. Fuck, I forgot about that. Cause I think Rogue would be good against the Hood, but if Wolf is gonna see more play, he's just gonna he might fuck Rogue up. I mean, Rogue does have the benefit of mobility, but even still, Rogue's rage meter is like, even if she has the 60% damage reduction, I do think Rogue would touch. I mean, I do think Wolf would handle handle Rogue a bit, um, or at least force her out from being as aggressive as her kit allows her to be. Like, Rogue wants to be aggressive, and if you're forcing her out by being on Wolf, her kit is getting like, you're devaluing her kit essentially. Um, but it depends, It depends how well your supports can keep you up through a Wolf grab, or like, because Wolf into Rogue, it's not like a 100% like, oh, you need to get off Rogue because they're playing Wolf, but like, it's gonna make her job harder, obviously. So that should be interesting. That should be interesting. I do think Rogue's gonna see more play though. And if Rogue's getting more play, that means the Thing would probably get more play. And if the Thing is getting more play, that means Poke is getting more play. And if Poke is getting more play, that means Shield is getting more play. So it's like, we're gonna see Mag's a for sure. Mag is a for sure. Mag is a for sure. I want to say Elsa is a for sure. Any of these Poke heroes are for sure, in my opinion. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if people are going to catch on to the fact that I don't think the Hood is going to do well against Brawl. I really don't think the Hood is going to do well against Brawl. But if you play Brawl, again, what is the enemy going to play if you're running Brawl? They're going to play some type of fucking Poke. And then the Hood gets the benefit of having that pressure fire. So he's not going to have to burn through his dismiss if he gets CC'd. Like, he's going to have the pressure fire. So, I don't know. My guess is that the Hood isn't going to do well against Brawl, which is going to force Poke, which people already fucking play. And then the back line is going to get to play whatever they play. I don't think Dive is going to be super great. Like, even if Brawl gets more shine, I don't think that's going to mean Dive gets to be played. Like, I don't think that's what's going to happen. Especially with Elsa. Excuse me, sorry, in the game. And with... Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just still going to be in a front-to-back play style until something changes. Until they decide they want to let Dive through again. I mean, Black Cat is very... I think Black Cat's decent. I don't see many Black Cat players, but... Yeah, I don't know. He could also be on the team with Rogue. Who? The Hood? The Hood plus Rogue? I mean, I already pointed that out, and are you saying Wolf Rogue? Wolf Rogue? I mean, again, what would the enemy play into Wolf Rogue? If you're running Rogue and Wolf, what is the enemy gonna play? They're either gonna match the brawl on thing, or like play like poke some version of poke. Yeah, I think we are gonna see more Rogue for sure. Mm, hmm. Eh, ah. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely know for sure Dive is not gonna Dive is gonna be where it is. Wolverine and Rogue. If you play Wolf, Rogue, and Thing, again, what is the enemy gonna play? What is the enemy gonna play into that? They're gonna play Poke, and I don't think a Wolf, Rogue, Thing comp, unless your Thing is like hyper aggro, unless your Thing Rogue is just like the most aggro ever, I don't see how. I guess no, that would depend on what backline you have. That comp could work into the hood. Into the hood, that could really work. That actually could work. Ooh, the thing, the thing, and the thing plus the hood. Like, imagine, yeah, imagine the enemy just runs the thing plus the hood. Like, is Rogue, Thing, and Wolf getting as much value at that point? Because it's like at that point you have no one really playing for Wolf grabs other than your other DPS. And who maybe you play Elsa, maybe you play Elsa, Wolf, Thing, Rogue. Your Elsa's playing where? Your Elsa's kit is essentially like that's so much frontline damage. And if you're putting your Elsa on Wolf grab duty, I feel like that makes your kit a bit less like strong. And then if you put your supports on Wolf grab duty, so they're the ones pumping the damage after Wolf grab. Like, are your supports, like your supports aren't healing anymore? So it's like, I mean, it could work. Again, depending on how aggro that comp is. But again, you put a thing on the enemy team. Is your Rogue playing the game? Is your Rogue gonna be able to play the game? Like, you put the thing hood on the other team. The thing Earthbound's Rogue, and the hood is just spraying at both of them. They can't jump away. You only have your Elsa. Or sorry, yeah, you only have your Elsa for wolf grabs. Like, I don't know. It could work. It just depends on if the other team has a brain or not. But it could work. Again, I just don't think Dive is gonna. I think Dive is pretty like. I don't know. Because Didi and Black Cat, they're not terrible. They're not terrible. But if hmm I don't know what I don't know. I haven't played much season, so I don't know what people were playing into Black Cat DD. People usually swap to fucking Thing or Bucky, right? So it's like if you're sacrificing one tank being Thing, again, you could play the Hood with Thing, and I think the Hood would be fine while your Thing is peeling. I think he would be fine for a little bit. Like imagine the enemy team's playing DD Black Cat, Venom, Hood. DD Black Cat, Venom, Hood. Like your backline's probably gonna get touched a little bit if they coordinate anything. And it's like that opens up the rest of their team. Like the Hood's gonna be alone with his supports. So DD Black Cat Venom is in your backline while the Hood and his supports are just handling whoever else is standing on the front line. It essentially be Hood versus Hood. Or Hood plus DD versus, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know if Dive's gonna be, because it's not even like Penny's super shit. I don't think Penny's gonna be super bad in 9.5. I also think, like, I don't know why people don't play Hulk, but Hulk's also pretty decent against Dive. I don't know. I don't think Dive is gonna be super popular. Luna still has her self charm shit. Jubilee has her explosive fucking balls. Cloak has her freeze, her bubble, her fade. Adam has his soul bond. Loki has his lamps. I don't know where Jeff fits in any of this, but I don't know if Dive is gonna see a lot of play. Especially they buffed White Fox too. It's like White Fox was already pretty annoying to Dive, so if she gets more play now, it's like what is even the point? Yeah, I don't know. I was saying they would play Thing against Wolf and Rogue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't know, because even if they play Thing against Wolf Rogue, what if you put the Hood next to your Rogue? He can give Rogue pressure damage, to not have the Thing kill her while she's Earthbound. So it's like I don't know. I wonder if Rogue steals his phase. Imagine. I highly doubt that. I think if the Rogue steals anything, it's probably gonna be his Veil shit or his self bubble. I don't think she'll steal his fade because that would require like a new animation for her. I think. I could be wrong though. Excuse me. Sorry for burping. I highly doubt they give her his fade or his dismiss. I don't think Penny will be bad at all. Her nest will still be the same. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be another front to back poke, maybe some more brawl than we've seen. I don't know. I don't know where Dive's gonna sit. They really don't like Dive because a lot of people just don't know how to play against it. So yeah, I think they're still working on how to make dive playable, but not too overwhelming for the average individual. Like when Venom's in the back line, it's like he's so big, people know to at least turn at some point. And like he can stay in the back line for a while, so it's like I don't know. When it comes to like BP and the Magics and the Black Cats, people don't know what the fuck to do against those characters. Like people have no idea. And it's like, what the fuck do the devs do other than nerf their kit or like give more CC abilities? It's like there aren't many people teaching players how to deal with these heroes. Sometimes because they don't even know how to deal with it themselves. I mean, Black Cat is a pretty silly hero. Like her iframes are pretty fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't think there's gonna be anything surprising about season 9.5. Front to back, maybe some brawl. People are gonna play dive because it's fun. Is it gonna work? Well, I don't know. Well, yeah.